G'day, Josh here, and this is going to be the early preview of Chess Rush Update 6, or the January monthly update on the monthly update cycle. I am loaded up on BlueStacks on my computer, ready to walk through everything that is new. On the home screen, I believe the only thing that looks new at this point, aside from the Speedy draft, let's see if I can get that. There it is right there. That is actually Treasure Arena. It has been renamed and slightly adjusted, and of course we will get to that. The other one, I'll use my mouse, is Preparation. That is a brand new addition to the home screen as well, but I think I'll follow the format that I did last time I did this video. I'll just work my way around through every section of the app so we can have a look at everything that's new, everything that isn't, just so you're aware of everything that is going to be incorporated into this update. And then I'll talk about each element there as well. So these screens here, I have been through all of this. Nothing new here. Everything there is the same. Nothing new in any of this stuff. I don't believe that there is any additions here either. All that stuff was already there. I just don't have all of this on the test account, of course, because this is just a test server. All of that's the same. There might be... Yes, there is a couple of new avatar frames. And that is from the updated treasure hunt, so we will get to that as well, and that's the same as well. All right, so there we go. So nothing really new in that screen just there. Then we work our way across to the rankings here. That's all the same as it has been as well. I don't see anything new there. Now, of course, if you spot anything that I missed, please let me know in the comments below. Nothing new in the inventory either. That's the same as well. Friend and system messages. Then the friends list, social, in-game, recent, of being a test account. Once again, there is basically no one on this server or in my friends list. This is always an interesting one to go through as well. So we've still got double tap to recall, drag to switch, auto deploy, character movement, quick combine, combo link, display equipment, hero capacity prompt, and adaptive UI. All that is the same, so no additions there. I don't believe there's any additions there either. We do, of course, have the ability to record highlights. Audio is the same and languages are the same there as well. So then you've got your season 3 purchase rewards that kicked off at the start of the season. Nothing new there, but we do get to our first new thing. So firstly, the things that aren't new, the lottery is the same. That was recently updated, so it's still the same. And obviously the Gashapon machine was also recently updated with the Stone Monkey characters. Now we get to the brand new treasure hunt. Two things. Everything is, so the first thing, everything is being replaced, whether it's around the outside of the treasure hunt board or whether it's one of these premium items, they're all brand new. And the second thing, as you can see here, I didn't actually realize I'd done some spins on this test account last season, but apparently I had. This treasure point meter will not be reset. So if you're close to maxing it out, you will still be close to maxing it out, and you'll have a pick at one of these premium items. So looking around the board, starting from where our character is, there is the Dark Jade bench. And of course, I'll go through all of these in the customization section so everyone gets a good look at them. There's a Gashapon token shard chest, an emerald chest, that's an item chest during the game, XP cards, that's a Merry Rat watermark, chest soul badge, a red-nosed snowman right-hand side decoration, chest soul points, a brand new board, and this board looks amazing. Look at the detail in this. Unfortunately, we can't click any elements of it here. I'm not sure how much of it is, if anything, is interactable, but obviously the I'm totally blanking on what that's called. The shop, what is it called? It's called the scroll, I think, on other boards, but it's not really a scroll. It's more of a compass on this board. So we go back out there. Then we have ourselves a Treasure Octopus avatar frame that looks amazing as well. The rail bench, Happy New Year watermark, Cold Light Hammer, right-hand side customization, treasure points to increase this bar, a cute snowman, right hand, oh, that's a watermark, sorry, cute snowman watermark, and then the trial version of that board as well. And then the premiums, we have ourselves the Octopus Guardian item chest, the Hot Spring avatar frame, the Octopus deck board, and the Hot Spring board, another board that looks incredible. You've got a little monkey in the shop area down here, which is amazing. So I got a few monkeys floating around in the hot springs. Oh my goodness. I had not noticed them the last time. That's so good. So these two new boards look amazing. I cannot wait to see what they look like in-game, whether they have any clickable elements or not. So that's the new treasure hunt stuff, and we will once again look at that, some of that in a little bit more detail in customize there. Chest Soul is obviously the same. We're still in season 3, so nothing new there. Actually, I won't just skip through it. I will just confirm that there are no additions there. Everything is still the same. The store, same deal here. Nothing new just yet in the store. All that stuff is still the same. Now there is something new here. So we've got a new layout here for the weekly login rewards, the season 3 kickoff and the season 3 tier challenge. You've got the New Year's event, which is currently underway, is in here as well. The bad luck and the January or the monthly signing rewards. You got the server maintenance announcement, which is currently on the live version of the game as well. And then you've got this new section, and you won't see this if you're a regular player. So what this is essentially for people that haven't played in a while. And I'm not sure what a while is. I'm not sure how long you have to be out of the game to have this pop up. But essentially, if you are a player that put down Chess Rush for whatever reason, maybe you had other life commitments for a period of time and you've come back to the game, after X period of time, you will be eligible to participate in the return event, essentially, which allows you to claim some rewards. A sign-in event, which gives you 8 days to claim those. Then you've got some objectives here as well. Obviously, this will all be in English for the English localization once it hits global, but at this point in time, some of it still is in Chinese. But you've got various rewards there you can earn through as well as working your way up towards a little plant customization, and then the ability to purchase some of these things at a discount if you are a returning player back to the game after some period of time without playing as well. So for most of you that are watching this video that are actively playing Chess Rush, that won't affect you. You won't see that. I won't see that on my personal account. And if you're playing daily, you're going to be getting more and better stuff than what is offered to someone that is returning, but it is a nice little enticement there to bring you back to the game. Then the community tab, that's exactly the same there as well, as it has been for a while. Then I think we'll work left to right, and then we'll end up in the customization section. And then I will actually bring up the patch notes document that I've been given just to make sure I haven't missed anything as well. Once again, I do just want to reiterate that this is still early access, so everything we're seeing isn't 100% locked in for the global release. Things might change. By the time this video comes out, it'll be basically 1 day before the update hits, and there's still the possibility that some things might change a little bit, so keep that in mind as we do continue to go through. So the quest tab, that's still the same: Daily, Road to Glory, and Guru's Trial. Then we get to the heroes, and there is new stuff here, including a new hero that has been teased, so we will get to that. In fact, we might as well just do that straight away. So here we go. Now, I believe he's pronounced Nerja, but I'm not Chinese. So if you are Chinese and I'm butchering that pronunciation, please let me know in the comments below. Is it Nerja or is it something slightly different? But he is an Eastern Punisher, legendary, very, very interesting. That's him at 1 star, 2 star, and obviously 3. Looking very, very nice at 3 star. Wind Fire Wheels is his ability. Activates Wind Fire Wheels to attack target and 3/4/8 other random enemies, dealing 300%, 400%, or 800%. So at 3 star, he's crazy. Physical damage and triggering special attack effects. The chance to land critical strikes, so dealing even more damage. Blocks all damage and immunizes against control effects when using this ability. I believe that's kind of like what Wukong does, and returns to the initial position once this ability is over. And you can see there, that's his 3 star stats. There's his 2 star stats and his 1 star stats. So he's a very, very tanky. In fact, that might be the largest HP of a 1 star hero in the game, 3200. I think the highest before that was 3000. So he's incredibly tanky and does a lot of damage as well. So really, really fun. It's going to be really interesting to see if some sort of Eastern Punisher build is now viable, especially now that we have the ability to run 6 Easterns in the game. And if you have 6 Easterns on the board, then when they drop below 40% of all allies, they will have 3 seconds of 100% immunity to damage, not just Easton's, every hero on your side of the board. So that's kind of crazy. Pairing that with splash damage from the Punishers, that's going to be very, very interesting. So this would be a very nice upgrade to either Nightingale or Devourer, I guess, if you are going that route. Now, I will at this point have to reference the patch notes just to make sure that I'm not missing any of the other heroes that have been changed. The other changes here. So we've got Nerja. Then we also have Bangar is back. You can see that there. Ice Tusk is gone. Bangar is back. Beast Warrior. That's the new that's the new Ice Tusk essentially. Slightly different ability now. This is the old wording, but essentially, I believe he'll jump forward and deal some attacks to enemies. He won't have the taunt that Bangar used to have when he was a furry. So some of these are still needing to be updated as well at this point in time. Now, let me just make sure I'm not missing out on any of the others. So we've got Nerja, we've got Bangar replacing Ice Tusk. Now, a couple of the other changes I will scroll through. We're looking for Void Destruction has been reworked. Once again, I don't know that the wording will we might actually have to wait for global release to get the exact details here. I'm not sure that... yeah, that's still the existing one. So I'm not sure whether it's in reference to the fact that he has recently changed or whether he's changing again. We will have to keep an eye out there. So Void Destruction is one to keep an eye on. Then we also have someone that I scrolled past. Wolf Cavalier is getting changed as well. Once again, I believe this is the old wording, so we'll have to keep an eye out there. General Puffer is also... but once again, I feel like General Puffer recently got a change, so I'm not entirely sure at this point whether this is referencing the changes that just hit or new changes that are coming. And there's a change for Glutton there as well. But once again, I believe that's... or actually, that might not be 10%. That might be slightly reworded, but I'm not 100% on that. If you know, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, we'll just wait for global release and we'll get the exact details there. But those 5 heroes, along with Kraken being the 5th, may or may not be getting additional changes in the update. That's about as much info as I have at this point in time. That still appears to be the existing wording. So another one that I'm not 100% sure on, but we do have some other changes here as well. Now, some of these will only be affected in the new Treasure Arena mode. Warriors now have a 9 Warriors class, and the 3 and 6 have been slightly adjusted accordingly. So that's kind of crazy. Oops, didn't want to do that. Hunters also now have 9. Now, you can see here there isn't 9 Hunters, so you can only get to 9 Hunters in Treasure Arena using those class-changing items. But they now have 3, 6, and 9. You can see the breakdown of the details there. Permanently increases ally hunters' attack speed by 100%. So that's pretty insane. And the other one is sorcerers now have, once again, 3, 6, and 9. Now there's only 8 sorcerers, so that's another one that is going to be relevant in Treasure Arena. But you can see there 9 sorcerers, increases ability power by 125 for ally sorcerers. I think 6 was currently like 100 or 120. So that has been slightly nerfed there as well, if I'm not mistaken. Once again, there's lots I'm trying to track here. If I've made a mistake, please let me know in the comments down below. I would like to know that I am giving accurate information. And looking at this, Oceanborn has also been reworked. And of course, we touched on Eastern already. So I believe that Oceanborn is the final change. There is no more magic resist from Oceanborns. Now, 2 Oceanborn confuses a random enemy for 5 seconds. 3 Oceanborn confuses a random enemy for 7 seconds. And 4 Oceanborn confuses a random enemy for 9 seconds. Which reminds me, there is actually a change that I discovered that's not in the patch notes to Siren. Because that used to be Siren's ability. But now Siren deals X number of magic damage, depending on her star rating, to all enemies within 1 square. For every unit affected, she gains a shield, increasing the amount of damage she can absorb, essentially. So Siren has been changed because Oceanborn is essentially adopting what was her ability and supercharging that as well. And I believe that was the only other hero change at this point in time. But of course, we might have some others that do make their way into the game, something that I might have missed there as well. So we will have to keep our eyes out. So that is heroes. Now, while I am in here, we can see this little icon up here. So I do not want to skip over this because this is another fantastic addition coming to this update. We now have the ability to see all of the classic and treasure arena items in this screen. You can scroll each of those individually and you can get a full breakdown of what all of the basic items do and what all of your treasure arena items do as well. And there have once again been some changes to Treasure Arena. Now keep in mind, it still says Treasure Arena here. It's now called Speedy Arena or Speedy Draft. I can't remember entirely. You have to go back to the start of the video, but we'll get to that shortly. I'll be able to confirm that either way. Those ones there are all existing, but maybe not from Armor Up. I don't think all of those were under Armor Up last time. All of these are also existing. All of the cloak ones are also existing. The Flame Ring is a brand new item which deals additional magic damage on normal attacks. All of the upgraded items are existing apart from this Staff of Purification. So each normal attack deals an additional 100 magic damage and has a 100% chance to remove all buffs from target. Deals an additional 200 true damage upon removing buffs. Then we have the Mythic Orb. All of those, of course, were existing as well. Dagger. The Bow of Sanctification is a new item. Attack speed plus 40. Deals physical damage equal to 7% of target's max HP. That seems crazy broken. We'll have to wait and see in game exactly how good that is. Longsword, all of those items are existing. Once again, maybe changing which item upgrade they come under, but they're still existing items. Primal Mana recovers 10% of max mana every second, so that's another new item there. The Staff, all of those are existing. And then finally the Phantom Mirror, which is the best item in the game, but it's a rare drop and you can't upgrade to get it, and it only comes in the later stages of the game, but basically lets you put an extra hero on the board that won't count towards your tally. So very, very strong. Then we have the guild section of the game. Once again, nothing new in there. That's all the same. Then we get across to the achievements tab. Same thing again, everything is the same there. Season tab, all the same in here as well. We can, actually, it's not what I want. I'm gonna look at these two. Won't be any stats in here, of course, because I haven't played any games. But you can see that stuff there. Test server. And then we get to preparation. And this is where you have the system recommended lineups. You can see some more details there. And you can have a look at their positioning as well. But you can now customize these positions. Let's say you don't want that 10th unit, that Shakaraka, to be there. Maybe you want him down in this bottom corner. Or maybe you want, I believe that is, Calamity. Maybe you want Forest Breath there and Calamity there. You can move all this stuff around, hit apply, and then it will save. You can reset it if you don't like it. You can also see some of that in action, what those builds look like. You've got your custom lineup. So this was a test one that I actually made, and you can do that. You can make lineups in game, and you can obviously do the same thing with your positioning. You can be like, I want, I think that's Wu Jing. I want Dragoon over there. All this stuff can be moved around. There's Nerja. You can move him right up to the top corner, hit apply, and that will save your positioning so you can use that in game really easily. I'm not sure what the use button is there. Oh, maybe that means that you'll load into a game with that selected by default. So that's kind of neat as well. You can still share that. You can edit the name, and you can also edit. Yes, you can also edit the heroes in here as well by replacing them by doing that. So let's hit save. Let's show you what that editor looks like. It looks very similar to what we just had there. We're going to click on this one. We're going to click edit. And you're going to click on a spot, and then you're going to select the heroes. You can use your filters, whatever filters you'd like to do. There's no legendary demons. There is a legendary Oceanborn. We can hit select, and then we've got Shakaraka in that spot. Then if we want Kraken, we can do the same thing here. We can look for more Oceanborns. We know that she's a hunter. We can select her, and you can save that lineup. And once again, you can use that in game. So this is going to be really, really useful. For creating custom lineups. You don't now have to play through a bot match and then find all the right pieces and save it that way. It's much, much quicker to create custom lineups. And there is now the all-star lineup section as well. And if we look at the breakdown of what this is, basically anyone that is the former King rank, now called Master, can upload one lineup from their lineups each week. And then voting will happen, and all those that, the 20 highest voted lineups will be presented as the all-star lineups in this section. And then you'll be able to use those all-star lineups. There may be a bonus reward will be issued to players based on net likes of their all-star lineups. So there is, I'm not sure what those rewards are, but there's some slight rewards to doing that as well. So that is actually a pretty significant incentive to reaching master rank now, which is really, really nice. I really love that. Now, if we look in here, nothing new there. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit disappointed that at least co-op has not been made a ranked mode. Really disappointed that co-op is still a casual mode, and something that I'm aggressively pushing for. I would like to see Speedy Draft be made a ranked mode as well, but co-op especially, because it's not a mode that they're testing items and things in. I really want co-op to be ranked, and I want the modes to be split again, so we have a classic leaderboard, a turbo leaderboard, a squad clash leaderboard, and a co-op leaderboard. That is one of the things that I've been most vocal for in my role, I guess. What I used to do for EA when I was working on NBA Live Mobile, I was called a game changer. I'm not actually sure if Tencent have an official title for the role, but essentially we're partnered content creators, and it means that we do have the ability to provide feedback and communicate directly with people that work at Tencent. So that, on behalf of not only myself, but the wider community, I do hear all of that community feedback, and I have been passing that on to Tencent. So I really do hope that co-op does become a ranked mode at some point in the not too distant future, and that the grouped rankings are split into individual rankings again. Now, of course, we do have Speedy Draft, which is Treasure Arena, but a couple of changes, and I will load up a quick one so I can show you that, and really nothing else new there. And you've got your custom mode, that's the same thing there. Nothing else new there, just Treasure Arena is now called Speedy Draft. Now, the reason that it's called Speedy Draft is if we actually find a match. I think test server is populated with a bunch of bots, so we do find a game, perfect. It's called Speedy Draft because it's now a compromise or a balance between Turbo and Classic. You're not going to get quite the Turbo economy, but you'll get a bit more than the Classic economy. The XP to level up isn't quite as much as Classic, but it's not quite as cheap as Turbo. So a lot of the things have been adjusted to be right in between Turbo and Classic. And you'll see that here, that you're going to be getting +1 for a win, +5 for the first round, but you do start with 4 crystals. So we can grab 2 Bangars and 2 Miss Supersonics, and we can throw one each of those out on the board. I am playing on my emulator, which doesn't run incredibly well, so it is a little bit laggy, but that's nothing to do with the update, that's just to do with the emulator. So we'll wait for the first round to start, and then you'll see that I think you get +8 basic crystals every round after that. So in Turbo it would be 10, in Classic it would be 5, and you'll notice that the XP as we get up to higher levels will be slightly different to what you're used to from Turbo and from Classic as well. And the other change, which comes into play after round 18, this is a countdown saying there's 17, now there's 16 rounds to go, but basically any basic items you have in here, you can click this button and it will grab 2 of them and randomly give you an upgraded item that won't necessarily be related to the basic items that it was used. So it's a really nice way later in the game to actually upgrade some of your basic items that you no longer have a need for. And you can see here, it's now +6. It'll get to +8 next round, and then it'll be pretty normal. So we'll start this next round and give you an idea of exactly what that looks like as we find ourselves another pair there. I'm not actually going to play this one out, so I'm not going to grab the Glutton for the Warrior combo. We'll just try and get to round 3 so I can show you that it does get up to 8 crystals, and it might give us an indication of... I'll try and level here as well. I might sell some things just so I can level again and show you what the level 5 XP will look like. So you can see there that now we're getting +7. I think it'll then go to +8 and then stay at +8. And if we level up, we've got enough crystals to level up. The next level is, actually I think that's standard too, but then it goes to like 16, 24, 36 or something. It starts to get a little bit different, and once again it's in between Turbo and Classic. So It's called Speedy Draft now because it's faster than Treasure Arena used to be. So there are also, you'll notice that we haven't gone into a carousel yet. I think at round 11 you go into your second carousel. So the carousel rounds will be slightly different to what they used to be as well. So we will of course get very used to those changes as it does hit global and we all start playing the brand new Speedy Draft, which I think will be fun because I really like Treasure Arena, but because it's not a ranked mode, I often don't play it that much, but if it's a faster paced game, then I'll be more enticed to play it. So that is certainly nice. And now the final thing to do at this point in time is to jump into the customizations and show off everything that's new. So we'll start with the effects here, as there is, from memory, nothing new here. It's all board stuff. Yeah, nothing new there. Nothing new in the character side of it, because that's all gush upon machine related. No new emoticons, no new graffiti. I wish there was some new graffiti though, because you still can use that. And finally, the board stuff. So the two new boards, which will be down the bottom somewhere, I imagine. Treasure Octopus and Hot Spring. And of the two, let me know what you prefer in the comments below. I think I personally prefer Treasure Octopus, and a big part of that is because of some of the new upgrades, and I'll show those off now. So we've got the two new chests here, the Emerald chest and the Octopus Guardian chest, which is incredible, obviously suited for this map. That's the two new chests. Then some of our new watermarks. We've got quite a lot of these. So the Merry Rat, then there's other ways to earn them from limited time events that will be upcoming. So the fish there, Peach of Immortality, Gold Ingot, Fortune, Cute Snowman, Batik Decoration, Happy New Year. I think that might be it. They're all existing ones. They're all existing ones. So they're all the new watermarks. Then we have our new right side decorations. A couple of these. So we've got that red nose snowman. We've got the cold light hammer. And I think that's it for the, yep, that is. Everything else there was existing. And finally, a couple of new benches. And these are really nice. And this is a big part of why there's 3 new benches, I think. Yeah, this is a big part of why I prefer this board. So you've got the Dark Jade bench, which looks very, very nice. You got the Rail bench. I wonder whether that's going to be for an upcoming board, perhaps, because it doesn't really suit anything at this point. But then you've got the Octopus deck, and look at that. That Octopus deck with the Octopus item chest on this board is going to be such a fun combination to run. So this is why the Treasure Octopus is my new favorite board, but please let me know what your new favorite is in the comments below. And I believe that is it. So at this point in time, I will bring across the update balance, or not a balance, the patch notes document that I have access to. So the key points of the update, just to rehash everything that I've gone through. So we've got the new hero, Nerja, Eastern Punisher, legendary with the Windfire Wheels as his skill. Balance updates that I talked through. Ice Tusk being replaced with Bangar, some of the classes changing. Treasure Hunt, new items being added to the Treasure Hunt map. The Treasure Arena mode becoming Speedy Draft with a new item upgrade system after round 18. The equipment encyclopedia in the hero book. Then the brand new preparation section allowing you to customize your lineups and positioning. I cannot stress how important that is as well. So being able to edit positioning for your custom lineups and the game's recommended lineups is amazing. New hero icons. Actually, that is something that I want to upgrade or show you. Sorry, the upgraded hero icons. And then also reduced 4v4 rank points or level XP, I guess. So when you are playing Squad Clash, you will get slightly less XP for a win now. There's the new heroes that we talked about. And this is the other change. So ignore that. That's not accurate. That won't be taking place. They're still testing that. Summon damage will still damage heroes, but I think this is... Yeah, so this is a little bit unclear, but Naomi has clarified what this means. It means that if a hero that grants a shield has their magic damage increase, then the amount of shield or HP that shield provides will increase accordingly. So I don't think that took place in the past. So if someone like Calamity or Moonlight Dragon, any of those heroes that do grant shields, increasing their magic ability will actually increase the power of that shield. That's really, really useful there. So that is everything, but I do want to jump back into the hero book so I can show you some of these new hero icons. So they're basically the same as, or the same look, but a different style. They're no longer the pixelated version. They still look the same as what the pixelated version was, but they're much more high definition essentially now. I like the pixel look, but these new clearer icons are definitely much, much better in my opinion. We'll look at some of the legendary ones as we flip across here real quick, including Nerja, if we can find him. There he is. That's what his looks like. Joey, Nebula, Shakaraka. So yeah, same as the pixelated ones, but a lot more detail now. So let me know what you think of that change as well. Was there anything that I missed while I was looking around the entire app? Did you notice something that I didn't? What do you think of the guts of this update? I think there's some really, really nice stuff here, and I cannot wait for it to drop. By the time this video drops, it'll be about 24 hours until we have that 6-hour maintenance block, and then we are all in game, ready to go. I can't wait to get access to some new customizations and to check out the new Speedy draft. Thank you so much to Tencent for giving me early access so I can bring this content to you, the community, and thank you, the community, for checking out this video. If you do like this sort of content and my channel in general, please make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all of my future videos as well.